Three, two, one, go. What?
Hello there.
Wait.
What happened now?
Okay, we're online. Okay, we're online. Okay, so where do we start?
How about we start from the beginning?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. Beginning. I'm just gonna start off with the logo. The lack of music really like set the mood. I wasn't expecting music. It was okay. It was like serious movie, really serious, no joking around. As soon as it started, you hear like you know people screaming, asking for help, but like the ship that at the end of Thor Ragnarok. Remember that?
Yeah, of course I remember I watched the movie like today. So like you saw like the beginning and it was already shot. Okay. So yeah, it was already
It
shocking.
was. It was like I saw a tweet, that the Russo brothers said, like the directors, oh yeah, like Thanos does something really bad first 5 minutes. It can't be that bad. I was completely wrong. It was really bad.
Indeed. So, but it was pretty obvious that Loki was going to be killed if he's killed. I don't think he's actually dead for some reason. Like,
I I actually wasn't expecting it, like Loki to be the first one to die. I mean, the first one to die was Heimdall,
yeah,
but yeah, Loki got fucking choked to death, and you know that someone's king.
yeah, yours because you mentioned it.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
But in my opinion, I think Loki is dead for real.
yeah, probably. I mean, I hope he's dead.
You hope he's dead.
No, I don't actually hope he's dead, but I hope he's dead because that's like better for the writing, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, you know. So yeah, people are saying like director said, oh yeah, the people that are died in Infinity War is gonna be permanent. I'm just like nah, they gotta be joking with us. But if he really does stay dead permanently, which I don't think it's gonna happen, I think it's gonna be pretty how can I say this? Pretty just real unexpected. It's like a really weird and serious turn.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that.
And also the logo, Marvel Studios. Like the I and O got replaced with that with the 10. In my mind, it was like fucking yes, 10 years, and we get this. I'm gonna say it right now. It was worth the wait. Like 6 years of teasing since Avengers. It was actually worth.
Yeah, I would say it was worth the wait too.
Mhm.
So like,
But yeah, yeah,
yeah. So what I wanted to say was like that I was pretty amazed of like Thor in the movie.
yes, Thor and Thanos were the most screen time, which I'm really happy with. Thor, he's a great character. He's really gone really far from being like this arrogant,
Douche.
basically man child in the first Thor, and now to this, how can I like humble and just a great character.
Yeah, dude. Like that was amazing. Like when he opened that what was it again?
When you
You
open
remember
what
that when when they made the new weapon? You know what I mean?
oh yeah, and, Yeah, he's always there, like flexing and stuff.
Yeah, but
That was actually a really great scene.
that was amazing. So
Hmm.
like when Groot like cut off his arm, that was amazing as well.
Uh huh. Really, he was like playing what was it, Space Invaders?
Yeah, but I also liked how the movie got about like three scenarios, like of three teams. So
Oh yeah, three
how do you call
scenarios.
that? Like there was like a Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy. There was Stark and the
Well,
yes,
more like Thor and Groot and Rocket Raccoon. Then we got Star-Lord, Mantis, Drax, Doctor Strange, Tony Stark, and Spider-Man.
yeah,
They're
you're
on the
right. Yeah,
Thanos
yeah,
planet. It was called Titan, I think.
yes, it's called Titan. Oh,
Hmm. And then the other team was, Captain America, Black Widow, Falcon, War Machine, and all, Wakanda and everything.
yes, that battle was actually pretty great. Like I didn't was expecting like to like I didn't was expecting Bruce Banner to get into like this Iron Man suit. When I first saw the trailer, I thought like it was Tony Stark himself. It was a pretty surprising to see.
Yes. Uh, the lack of hope, I think one of my other friends who he was like, hold on, let me get the what he exactly said. But yeah, we didn't get to see a lot of Hulk in this movie.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Hold on, I have her right here. Let's see
Like
it.
yeah,
I have exactly what he says. Fucking Thanos at the beginning, he basically fucks up the Hulk into post-rape PTSD for the whole movie. He just doesn't want to come out. He's fucking afraid of Thanos.
yeah, that's probably it.
I think that's why. Yeah, I think that's why he hasn't come out yet. He was like refusing, and
Yeah,
Bruce Banner was like, "What do you mean no?"
yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, I understand what you mean. So like he probably
Mm-hmm.
didn't came out because of that. But like another pretty surprising thing about this movie like was when Thanos got a soul stone. Like you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh huh.
like
Oh my
I
god.
thought
I
like I
was
yeah. Say your point.
when I first watched the movie and Red Skull was there, I was like, oh my god, I can't wait to hear your reaction to it
Yeah,
because Red Skull is one of your favorite Marvel villains.
yeah. Actually, this was like my mouth was wide open because like he's one of my favorites and not and that might be because I'm German, you know. so,
Ja.
so I always love recognition for Germans in movies and shit. Like it's in my veins.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Yes.
when he got the Soul Stone, like that reveal of Red Skull was pretty surprising.
Yeah.
Like at first, I believed the theories. Like there were some theories that said like that the Soul Stone is in Wakanda. But it was pretty surprising that it was
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
So
Like I remember when I first watched Captain America, the first Avenger, back in way 2011. When the Red Skull, you remember that scene when he has the Tesseract in his hand? I thought he just got fucking, disintegrated. I didn't think, he was gonna teleport to space.
yeah, I remember that.
And other thing, the trailers, they were edited so you couldn't see that Thanos had all the Infinity Stones. Like I thought he only had those two for the whole movie.
Yeah, it was pretty surprising. like you remember how like I thought he wouldn't get all of them because like
Hmm.
how is there like this timeline? Like Doctor Strange saw like 14 million timelines, if I remember correctly. And was like only
Yeah.
one where they won. And he probably gave him the
Hmm.
time stone because it's in the same one where they won, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
think
he
Doctor Strange isn't stupid. He's not an idiot.
yeah, there's probably no other reason for him to do that, to be honest.
Hmm.
Like,
And
so, yeah.
speaking of the Infinity Stones, Infinity Gauntlet, Star-Lord, he just threw a fucking tantrum while they were actually getting the gauntlet out.
Yeah, that tantrum
Like,
couldn't be prevented in the timeline where they won.
yeah, but I don't know. It seems like Star Wars getting Thanos get to him. He never was saying, "Oh yeah, fucking Gamora is dead, got him,"
Yeah, like
and then he's like, mhm.
when they were in space, I like always got a pretty Star Wars feel to it when they always were in space.
Hmm.
Or like you remember that scene in Wakanda with like the big razor blades?
Yeah, the big razor
Yeah,
blades.
that also reminded me of Star Wars for some reason.
Oh, on the Revenge of the Sith when General Grievous and Obi-Wan Kenobi they're on the big wheel things.
Yes, yes.
That's what it reminded me of.
Or like also those
Hmm.
big saws like in robots, if you remember.
Yeah, I remember. Of course, I remember.
Yeah,
But
Robots was a
we
pretty
just
great movie.
but we just got off track.
Yeah,
See, oh
we
yeah, let's
should
start from the beginning.
we shouldn't go off topic. So did we left off?
All right, so
Oh yeah,
we
like
left off, with Loki and the ship.
yeah, yeah, right. So after that, they got like to Earth, where Tony Stark met like
After
Doctor Strange.
after that, Heimdall teleports Hulk to Earth, and he crashes on Doctor Strange's mansion thing.
Ah, yes, yes, yeah. Bruce, like Banner, looked pretty fucked up in that scene.
Did he just came through the door? He's just laying there. He's like, oh yeah, Thanos is coming,
Yeah, Thanos is coming.
and and Doctor Strange is looking wild, like, what the fuck is this dude talking about?
Yeah, yeah. That was actually pretty funny to say. Like we all know who it was, and then like there was like Doctor Strange said, who's the
Who's the
so yeah. Then there was Doctor Strange, right? And then I think
hmm
how did Tony Stark get to
Then we
Doctor
cut
Strange
to
again? I think Bruce Banner called him, or
no.
yes, yes, yes. I
Doctor
remember.
Strange just like opened
Yeah,
a portal.
yeah, yeah.
He
That
was
that that dream that dream of Tony Stark where his girlfriend was pregnant.
hmm Pepper Potts and everything like that. Yeah. And they just talk about the Infinity Stone, Doctor Strange, and Tony Stark are getting to this argument. I was hoping that someone would, either one of them would say something like obvious, and then the other one would say, "No shit, Sherlock," because they were both Sherlock characters.
Yeah, they were
At
actually
Robert
did.
Downey Jr.,
Yes.
he was like on Sherlock Holmes Game of Shadows, and then Benedict Cumberbatch on the TV show.
Yes, yes, I remember that. So like the interactions between Stark and Doctor Strange were actually pretty funny.
Hmm.
Like it's the
And
same with the Guardians. Like like I think I've watched the German version, but didn't like didn't Didn't like Thor call this I don't remember his name right now, but this like raccoon dude, didn't he call him like a rabbit or something like that?
Yeah, he called them rabbit.
Yeah, that was pretty
He
funny.
called Rocket Raccoon rabbit. Then the next thing was, Tony Stark is holding the phone that Captain America gave him at the end of Civil War. He's about to call him, and this part was actually well executed. No music. You're like hearing the faint sounds of the street going in chaos, screaming. They turn around slowly.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good. Like you remember when like Peter Parker got out of that bus?
Yes, Ned, I need a distraction. Oh man, we're all gonna die.
Yeah. And that was that, and then there was that Stan Lee cameo. That was pretty nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What? You never seen a spaceship before? Mm-hmm.
Like, but I actually like the part where you remember like where Spidey sat like in the bus and he got like those goosebumps.
The spider sense.
Yes, the spider sense. Yeah, like
the spider sense is tingling.
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I guess his spider sense couldn't see him, vaporizing. Am I right?
Fuck you. Dude, we'll get to that later.
Yes, very later.
So, like, when
but yes, spider sense.
Yes, I was actually pretty good.
He puts on the mask.
Like, it was, like, when I saw the trailer, I went to cinema 2 times before that. Like, and when I always saw the trailer, I like got goosebumps myself. I got a spider sense myself when I saw that trailer and that scene in the trailer.
You got your spider sense. You're tingling.
Yes. So yeah.
Now, what happened next? Spider-Man's getting ready. They're out in the street, there's this big giant ring on the sky.
Yeah,
they go out on the streets and they see Squidward, how Tony Stark said it.
Yes. Yeah, there were like 2 of Thanos' servants, I think. Like
the Black Order.
Yes, like one was a bit Hulk-like and the other was more like Doctor Strange.
Like, the big guy and Squidward.
Yes, Squidward.
Yeah, Squidward.
Like we saw, I think we saw Squidward in the trailer, right? When he tortured Doctor Strange.
Yeah, he was like shh and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hacking.
So, yeah, we'll get to that later. I liked one scene on the ship with Spidey. Like, Spidey was one of my favorite characters in this movie, actually. Like, he had some pretty good
Which
moments.
one?
Spidey. He had some pretty good moments.
Yes. With the whole alien thing. Which alien movie did he reference?
I think he just said
Yeah, Spanish version, stuff like that, very confusing. I think he mentioned Alien Resurrection or something. I don't know.
Probably. Like that was
dubbing is weird.
That was pretty dope when he, I myself do something like I've seen that in movies. I know what to do. I've seen it in movies. Like that was pretty relatable.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I mean, you could
Tom Holland.
You could call it nerdy, but meh.
I mean, that is what Peter Parker is. He's a nerdy kid. He's a fan of Star Wars. Remember in Spider-Man: Homecoming, they were building the
yeah,
Lego Death Star.
yeah. In Spider-Man: Homecoming, the Star Wars references
He's
in
a
Spider-Man: Homecoming were pretty
mhm.
good.
He's a kid. He's like what, 16?
Yeah, I think he's 15, but I think by now he's 16. So yeah,
Yeah,
what happened next?
he's actually. Mhm. Next scene,
Yeah, so what
the
happened next?
we
You
gotta
were
talk
like,
about the
huh?
Iron Spider, Iron
Oh
Spider
yes,
suit.
yeah, that was pretty great. Like he got that new suit, and I think like Tony Stark told him off, like he should go away, but he stayed.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that was like him. That was pretty much like him. Like
That's
it was
so
pretty.
Peter.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious that he would stay.
Mm-hmm. Now then, oh, we gotta talk about the Guardians. Gamora, Gamora, Drax, and Mantis. Going to the going to nowhere.
Yes.
Not nowhere as in nowhere, like nowhere as in the planet nowhere.
Yeah, I
You
know.
getting me with this?
Yeah, I got it.
All right,
It
and
also was named Nowhere in the German version, I think.
all right, yeah, and with the Reality Stone, I need to mention one thing. I really like that, like they skipped over the Power Stone on Xandar because I really did not need to see innocent people fucking dying. Okay, just
Yeah.
skip over. He got the Power Stone. All right, it's good. And we see that Thanos knew Gamora was gonna get there. He made like this big illusion with the Reality Stone.
Yeah, he did. But before that, I
But yeah,
wanted to talk like about before they did that, before they got there, there was like this scene where Gamora and Quill, you remember, like they were like confessing their love to each other, I think, and then they kissed
and
like in
Drax was there in the
yeah, and
background
Drax was just standing there eating like chips
for an
very
hour.
slowly. Like
For an hour.
yes, how long did you stand there? For an hour. Like he
He has
managed to stand
mastered
there to
the
be
technique.
blind to the naked eye.
Hmm.
So yeah,
But
what?
yeah,
Yeah,
the scene where Thanos uses the Radiator Stone to you know alter Star Wars gun, make shoot bubbles. I was actually thinking that he was gonna kill Gamora,
yeah, I thought that too. But like,
but then mhm,
but then we got a even sadder death for Gamora.
yeah, just just threw her off a cliff. The first time I saw that, it reminded me of that um, Twitter copy and paste thing, of the guy throwing the other thing off the cliff.
Yeah,
You know the one I'm talking about? It just reminded me of that. But yeah, okay, Thanos. You see Reality Stone on Mantis and Thanos, Mantis and Drax. I thought they were dead.
yeah.
Like
I thought
Drax
they were
turns
dead
into
either,
like
but
bricks, and Mantis just like goes.
like strings or
Oh,
something like that.
yes, like
Like
strings. I thought they were
those
goners.
those things you use in party poppers.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought they
I thought they were
were gonna
goners.
turn back to normal again.
I was like, I let out a sigh of relief. I was like, oh, thank God. Mm.
Yeah,
And
so but
like,
after like Thanos abducted Gamora, like there was this little uh backstory for her and him. That was pretty interesting, to say the least.
Yeah. Oh my god.
What is it?
Completely unrelated, but I posted, on my other account of another social media, maybe owned by a lizard, you know.
Mhm.
I said, I posted, yeah, I cried while watching Avengers Infinity War. How was your day? And someone posted, fag.
They don't
I mean,
understand.
you, they don't understand, but you're not wrong. I am a fag. Fact hot. But yes, back to the movie. The next we see, the backstory and all that. Oh wait, the backstory was actually before they go to nowhere, because Gamora is like with the knife that Thanos gave her.
Oh yeah,
I just, hmm Yeah, it was
yeah,
before,
that was
but
right. Like, I don't think. Oh yeah, yeah. She stabbed like that knife into his breast to say. Yeah, I think it's called.
into his throat and chest.
Yeah, chest. Right, chest.
But it was just a
Chest.
prank, bro.
And like I thought he was like he would like survive it but have scars, but in the end like it was only a illusion.
An illusion.
Yes.
This room is an illusion devised by Satan. Go back to starting point. And okay, before we continue, let's go with the villain Thanos. You're gonna hate me for this, but I think he was an amazing villain. Like
Yeah.
holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, of course he
He,
was. I mean, a villain is there like to be hated, and villains do. I mean,
yeah,
a good character. I mean, doing something wrong doesn't define a bad character. It's like the same with Griffith. Griffith, of course, did things wrong, but he's the bad character because of that. Like, I think Thanos' motive was pretty interesting as well. Like, how he believes in heaven or something like that.
yeah. You, his motives are reasonable. He's just not like going for the Phoenix Stone. Say I'm gonna destroy the half the universe for no reason. He has a motive.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good that
In
he
the
has a motive. Like,
yeah
it's the same with like a Killmonger from Black Panther. Like he had a pretty good motive too, to say so.
well, not the same motive.
Yeah,
Eric Killinger's
I didn't mean to say the same motive, but a good one too.
yeah and Thanos great villain. Just his motives are different in the comics. Actually, in the comics, the reason why he's doing it is because death. In the Marvel comics, there is a physical embodiment of death, right?
Yeah.
And Thanos is in love with death, and death brings him a job. Gather the Infinity Stones and destroy half the life in the universe, and that's his motive. He wants to slam dunk death.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, I understand. But I think
He
his
wants to.
movie motive is better.
In the movie, yeah, it's better.
Yeah, I mean, doing something for love is an interesting motive, but it's a bit overused to say. Like, I've seen it in
Uh
other
huh.
fiction.
Yeah, but
So, So where did we left off?
We left off with Gamora, in the nowhere.
Ah, yes. So
Mm.
next we got to that planet where Mjolnir was created. What was it called?
Was created,
Yeah,
or Mjolnir was created.
yeah,
Yeah, Groot and Rocket Raccoon and Thor get there. It's all, it's shut down. They go down there, and then a giant dwarf, played by Peter Dinklage, just appears out of nowhere. And I think the great part about this is like how Peter Dinklage in real life is how do I say this without not sounding bad? Who is small,
yeah.
I find it hilarious how he's big in the movie.
Oh, yes, I know what you mean. Like it's ironic.
Mm-hmm.
Ironic.
Ironic. He could save others from death, but not himself.
So yeah, but he kind of reminds me like when I saw him in the movie, like he kind of like his facial structure kind of reminded me of Bucky.
Like the hair, yeah. I I see where you got that from. A
Yeah,
little bit like Bucky, like Sebastian Stan.
yeah,
Then there's a lot of Johnson, cuts to what the other heroes are doing here and there. Like the dwarf. We'll just call him that. The dwarf, he's explaining. Oh yeah, the star piece, it's not working or something. I can't, melt the metal and make you a new weapon.
yeah,
So they're trying to fix that and everything, and then we just cut to, I think, Doctor Strange and all that.
yeah. You mean
So
like
they
where they
arrive on the
actually?
planet.
Hmm?
So then they arrive on the planet Titan,
Yeah,
and they they encounter Mantis, Drax, and Star-Lord and start fighting like, yo, who the hell are these? They think they're with Thanos and everything.
yeah. Like where they attack each other.
Mm-hmm. And this is like one of the best dialogues,
Yeah, yeah,
Peter Quill, he asks like, I'll ask you once, where is Gamora? I'll ask you another question. Who is Gamora? And then Drax on the ground is like, I'll ask you another question. Why is Gamora?
yeah. That was actually pretty funny.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like uh, the comedy is not at a level too high,
Yeah,
but they could have done it a little bit for this. This is supposed to be like the serious, grim, dark Marvel movie.
yeah. I understand what you mean. Also, I think the comedy is not out of not too out of place because like there's no comedy in the serious scenes. Like
Yeah, you're right. Oh, how we
yeah,
forgot about Wanda and Vision in
yeah,
Scotland.
yeah, right. Yeah, right.
All right, let's go. So
So yeah, they
we
became
see,
they
Wanda
became
is falling in love with the fucking robot,
yeah,
android, whatever.
this we went
And they're
over.
Scotland,
Yeah,
they're just that feel with no robot, yeah. And they're in Scotland, they're enjoying themselves. And then like this actually I jumped a little bit when Vision got attacked out of nowhere. He just got stabbed.
yeah.
I was like, what
Where
the
they
fuck?
tried to take off his where they tried to take off the Mind Stone.
Uh-huh. Like they were wasting no time. They just like we're just gonna take this Mind Stone And
And then
this fight we get
yeah,
I
we
don't know
get
why,
some.
but
Hmm?
in Avengers Age of Ultron, Vision seemed like this really powerful, character, and in this movie uh he's really weak.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Like in Age of Ultron, he could rival Ultron, but now he seems like he weakened a bit. Like I don't think he
Uh-huh.
fought.
I mean,
Like I don't think he fought at full strength because maybe he was caught by surprise.
yeah,
Like
his
that.
chest was
That's
a little bit damaged.
yeah. Like that's the only way I can think of it not being
Hmm. And
inconsistency.
yeah, we get to see, more of Wanda's powers, which I think, is really cool. We need to see more of her so she can build character.
Yeah, yeah. That character building was actually pretty good. Like I liked how she was like protecting him from those two guys.
Hmm. Oh, and then
Oh, and then when they
the
were
subway,
yeah when they were cornered in the subway, dude, I
you know,
I can't express how much I how much my goosebumps got up when I saw when I saw like Cap, like he came like there
yeah, he
was
was
like there was this shadow, and
the shadow.
yeah, yeah. We saw him coming forward, and it's Cap, dude. My mouth was wide open, and I had the biggest smile on my face.
Yes, like the original Avengers theme also played right there was like,
Yes,
oh my god,
yes, yes. You're right,
you know,
dude. Also,
bum,
yeah. Black
bum,
Widow and
bum, bum,
Falcon
bum.
appeared.
And Black Widow and Falcon.
Yeah.
Mhm. In the Infinity War Prelude comic, it's explained that they were working together. And you remember the weapons from Avengers? The weapons that the aliens used.
Yeah.
Um, in the Prelude comic, they were going around the world, and because people were dealing the weapons, they were stopping the bad guys from dealing the weapons because they were dangerous and shit.
Hmm. Yeah, I remember.
Mhm. And we go to Avengers headquarters where War Machine's right there sitting with the general talking about yeah, or something about arguing the Soviet courts and everything.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
And then they walk right there, just that slow mo walk, Vision, Captain America, Black Widow, and everyone. The general's just like arrest him immediately. He's like, sure thing, hangs up. He's just like, it's been a while, man. Stuff like that.
like he swiped the general away, which was pretty epic.
I wish.
Yes.
Um, and then Bruce Banner, Thor, he spent like what, 2 years without seeing, was it 2 years? Yeah, 2 years without seeing Bruce Banner. The Avengers has spent 4 years without seeing him.
Yeah.
Like it's been a really long time. And then that's there within Black Widow and Bruce Banner. It was awkward, but also heartwarming to see these two characters back together.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think it was Falcon who was like meta and said this is pretty awkward.
Mm-hmm. But it was charming.
Yeah, it was. It was. Don't get me wrong, it was.
Hmm. Then hold on.
Yeah, they like
We go
wanted to.
back to they wanted to.
Yeah, you remember like how they wanted to like extract the stone from Vision from from Vision.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then they show like how Steve Rogers. I don't remember how Steve Rogers has connections to Wakanda. Like he said, I know some people, and then they cut to like
I know some people.
Wakanda. Yes.
I know some people like you can hear the African, drums playing in the background. You know what's gonna happen, but then you see Wakanda still like hell yeah.
Yeah. Like I was like hell yeah too because like Black Panther is like one of my favorite Marvel movies so far.
Hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, Wakanda. Let's go back to space because space is cool.
Yeah, like I think they cut back to Titan then.
Yes, but we need to go back to Gamora. She's captured by Thanos and everything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, she was kept by
Uh,
Thanos, and then they got like to that. Then they what, what was the
then we
other
got to
daughter?
Nebula.
Hmm?
Nebula.
That's the other daughter's name, right?
Uh huh.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, and then there was like Nebula who got like captured because she wanted like to betray Thanos.
To kill him, basically.
Yeah, yeah, that basically, or
Uh
literally.
huh. Literally, just straight up kill him.
Yeah,
Did it really work?
no, it did not.
Then
She was
then he
captured.
starts searching nebulas. Then he starts searching nebula so Gamora can say what the Soul Stone is.
Yeah, like that scene, like where Gamora lied. She said like she doesn't know where the Soul Stone is, but then he like replayed Nebula's memories. You remember that?
Uh huh.
Like, and then
Yeah.
she looked down, and he said like, I taught you everything, but I didn't taught you lying. That's why you lie bad, or that's why you can't
I
lie.
was like, ooh, fucking roasted.
Yeah,
Fucking Thanos should do a diss track for every Avenger. But yes, then we go to the planet, which I don't remember where the Soul Stone is. Where we talk about Red Skull reveal. Fucking crazy.
yeah, that Red Skull reveal, dude. I don't know why, but Red Skull is probably around my favorite villains alongside Thanos and Killmonger. He's pretty interesting. So yeah, like we
Pretty
saw,
interesting, I must say.
yeah, like wait, yeah, like we saw him there, and he was like banished. I think he said he was banished for his sins or something like that, right?
I Yeah, I think that's what he said. I mean, I got the Spanish version. I don't think he said other stuff.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing because we both watched the Spanish and the German
Yeah.
version individually.
But it's basically the same thing.
Yeah, and then
And
that was like a bit of character development I liked because he said like he got banished there for his sins and can't go back.
mhm.
And then he explained like how to get the Soul Stone, and then we go to one of the most dude.
I get what you're saying. Yes, he's
Yeah,
like, you have to sacrifice the thing you love the most. And Gamorre's like, guess you failed because you don't love anything. and then he actually, starts crying. He grabs Gamora's arm and just throws her off.
Throws her up, dude.
It was really
That was
emotional. The slow motion, the music,
yeah, that was pretty emotional.
and then just the cut to like her dead body. Then the other cut just like immediate like that to Thanos getting the Soul Stone.
Yeah,
And
like
like first time I saw that scene where he's like on the water and there's an eclipse behind him, I was just like, is that a motherfucking Berserk reference in a Marvel movie?
the eclipse.
The eclipse.
Yeah, the movie
But yeah,
was
it was really
the movie basically was the eclipse at the end almost.
oh yes. Yeah.
But we'll get to that later.
Mm-hmm. And it was really well shot. The movie. It was beautiful.
Yeah, that like that visual effect where he like got out of the water and like where he was like he was in something else and then it turned like into water. That was actually pretty great. Like the visuals
Mm-hmm.
effect were stupid crazy fun.
Yeah, Grace, it's super fine. That
Yeah.
reminds me. Um, we didn't get to see no Ant Man or Hawkeye.
Yeah,
Very sad.
yeah, and
But
I think Ant-Man was I think we didn't get to see Ant-Man because like of Ant-Man and the Wasp probably.
Ant Man are the ones is like before Infinity War. But Ant Man and Hawkeye both have important roles in the second part.
Oh, you mean you mean
Yeah, they
in
do.
Avengers 4?
Hmm?
You
What?
mean you mean in Avengers 4?
Avengers 4, yes, it's basically a second part.
Yeah, I know, but we officially call it Avengers 4 for now.
All right, let's just call it Avengers 4. He has a very big part, with the whole time traveling thing.
I see that
But
will
yeah,
to be
no Ant Man or
interesting.
Hawkeye. That's really interesting. I don't get why people dislike Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's actually pretty nice. He's a pretty
Yeah,
nice
he's
character.
just he's a family man, just like Ant Man.
Yes, they're both our
Hmm.
family, man.
Well, I'm glad to see. I'm glad. One thing is, I'm glad we didn't see Hawkeye in the movie because I did not want to see him, disintegrate and then, not being with his family and all.
Yeah, like I like it's like because Ant Man is like Scott Lang is like one of my favorite characters because he was a
Hmm.
criminal earlier, but now he's a family man. I like
Yeah,
I can't wait to see him in Avengers 4 alongside Hawkeye.
yeah.
Like that shit will be good.
Mhm. All right. Then after Thanos gets Soul Stone, we go back to Titan and they're discussing a plan.
Yeah, yeah, like the scene where Tony Stark uh, and Peter Quill talk about the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Like who makes the better plan?
Who makes the plan and all.
Yeah,
And
like
then we just see Doctor Strange meditating and stuff like that. It was
yeah,
like
and
seeing the
Mantis,
odds.
yeah, and Mantis like asking, does he usually do that? Like Mantis was a
Mm-hmm.
great comic relief in my opinion. Like you always saw her in
Yes.
the background do some shit like you know similar to Puck in Berserk, that elf.
Uh huh.
Yeah, like he always he also always does something in the background. Like, and I love that little details.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, what else? What else? Then they're discussing the plan. Doctor Strange is like, there are 14 million outcomes of this. Then they're like, how many of them do we win? One.
One. I mean, it was pretty obvious that he would say one, but it was still a good reveal to say so.
Mm-hmm. It was like really dramatic. It was like 1 in a 14 million chance.
Yeah.
Pretty. 1 in a 14 million chance. No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure. Of course not. Like then
we go. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We cut to. I think to Thor again.
Yeah, there was the scene I was talking about where he like did the flexing with the dwarf.
Yes, the flexing scene. He's just holding there. You're like, ah.
Yeah, but that was pretty respectable of him.
Mm-hmm. He's sort of like burned and shit.
Yeah, when he like swings the spaceship around, like the raccoon asks him, how are we gonna get enough power to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty great too.
Yeah. What?
So, and then I think there was like the scene where this dude like made the eggs is it called, I think.
Which scene?
Like we got the scene where the dude made the eggs.
Oh yeah, the axe.
Yeah, axe.
He said
I'm
axe.
sorry. Yeah,
reminds me of when you said death instead of death.
Fuck you.
Yes, he made the axe. He's like, I need to get the handle, and then Groot, he finally Space Invaders and actually decides to help.
Yeah, like.
And he cuts his arm off, like you said.
Yeah, he cuts his arm.
You see Thor's. You see the close-up of Thor's hands just twitching.
Yeah, that got me like hyped because Thor is like my favorite hero, like my favorite Avenger to say.
Yeah.
And like seeing like his hands twitch, like that was pretty great. Like, and then we
Yes.
And then I think we cut back to Wakanda.
Mm-hmm.
And then in Wakanda they were
Wakanda.
Yeah, they asked. Yes, Wakanda. Like there was this joke where what was she called again?
The guard.
Yeah, the guard.
Okoye.
Yeah.
When you say we're opening Wakanda to public, I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, I was expecting a
Olympics.
Starbucks. Yeah.
Wait, but before that, when they go to Bucky's tent, it's like, I think the White Wolf has had enough wars or stuff like that. But it's just really important. And then they give him this, this arm.
I think
it was pretty epic.
Yeah. I think that's after that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's when when Cap arrives there.
Yeah, when Captain America arrives, and then Mark Ruffalo. I'm starting to say the names of the actors. Bruce Banner. He's like, he's the king. Do I have to bow? And then War Machine's like, of course. He goes, oh, it's not necessary. He's like, he looks at it like, got him.
Yeah, yeah, that was like, haha, got him.
Mm-hmm.
So
And then we we get the reunited scene with Bucky and Captain America to get the
yeah,
big ol' hug.
yeah, that big old hug.
Mm-hmm.
That was
It was really great seeing them together.
Seeing them together after like when did Civil War left off?
They left off, after credit scene, they were in Wakanda and stuff like that.
Like, but
And they froze.
But how many years apart is Civil War from Infinity War?
So what are you talking about? You talking about the Spanish Civil War?
Nah.
All right, what part of Civil War are you talking about?
But do you know how many years it's apart?
Oh, it's in 2008. So 2 years, I believe.
Okay.
So they haven't seen each other in 2 years.
Yeah, still a long time.
Very long time.
I mean,
then they get Vision.
I want to say, like, it looks short in the calendar, but it's actually a pretty long time if you think about it.
Yeah. Then, let's see, what else? Yes.
Yeah, this is
my head.
Yeah, this is where the Battle of Wakanda starts.
No, but before that, they get Vision on the table. Then she starts talking some science stuff. Why didn't you just, wibbly wobbly, sciencey stuff?
Yeah.
And, Bruce Banner's like, because we didn't think of it, and you did your best.
Yeah, and then I think she said, like, she will take longer than... Like, I think she said she'll take as long as they can.
Yeah.
That was, like, as long as they can handle the situation. Like, there was all this space... Like, there was all this, these spaceships landing. You remember?
Oh yeah, like those things.
Yeah, and then there was like the the Wakanda thing. What is it called? Like where they can't go through. Like where things from outside can't get inside.
Oh, like the barrier?
Yeah, the barrier. Like
they start going through it because they're basically killing themselves.
Yeah, those things, dude. What were they actually? Like I think they were just like some
alien stuff.
Yeah, some mindless aliens or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, and like then that was pretty epic. Like when wait, yeah.
Black Panther. He oh, they're like, oh my god. Before we get to the whole that one entrance, I gotta say, when they were chanting stuff like in Wakanda language, it was gonna be so fucking pumped up.
Yeah, same. Like I was getting
with their staff.
Yeah.
And then he said the line. He said the thing, Sebastian. You know what it is? He said the thing.
Wakanda forever.
Yes. They all start charging. Black Panther's like T'Challa. He's like opening the one thing, and then they all get in.
Yeah, like he said, like open the barrier on my command, and then she said like, what? Are you sure about that, King?
Mm-hmm. On my command. He's like, I'm gonna need some confirmation on that. On my
Yeah,
command.
on my command.
Yeah. And that one scene with Bucky and Rocket Raccoon, they're both firing the guns. Then he just picks them up and starts going on circles.
Yeah, he
It's like,
asked
how much for that? It's not on
if
sale.
it's not on sale, and how much for that arm?
And he just walks away.
Yeah, and
I'll
then
get
he
it
said,
anyway.
I'll get that arm. Or like before that, I think I forgot to mention, like there was a scene where he gave like Thor a new eye. Like you remember that?
Oh yeah, he gave Thor a new eye.
Yeah, I would have liked it better. Thor had like kept that what is it called
The eye
again?
patch.
Yeah, the eye patch. Like when he kept like
Yeah.
if he kept that eye patch, that would be pretty cool. Like
Would look more badass.
yeah, like that eye patch fits him, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like they made the axe. I think yeah,
Oh yeah, they made the axe.
yeah, they made the axe, and like I think there were too many of those alien things in the
Yeah.
battle. Yeah,
They
yeah, like
just start, going over uh Bruce Banner and the Hulkbuster armor and everything. And then, oh boy, Thor's entrance. It was like the greatest thing ever.
yes, dude,
You see like the Asgardian, like teleportation thing. Oh
yeah,
man, here comes the big boy.
yeah. And
And
you
then
got like
again, the Avengers theme
yes,
starts playing.
yes, with this with the thunders around him and the Avengers theme playing. That was
Mm-hmm.
one of the greatest entrances. Like this movie had a lot of great entrances.
Mm-hmm. But yes, we forgot all about the other heroes in tag team. The Thanos goes to the planet. He just sees Doctor Strange, so the other heroes are hiding.
Yeah, that was pretty great. Like he talk like Doctor Strange talks like to Thanos. Like what did they
Mm-hmm.
talk about again?
Talk about. Oh, man, I forgot. I was
I think I forgot, but
Oh, they were talking about how the planet. I'm guessing this is your
yes,
planet stuff.
yeah. Like they said, like how the planet got like destroyed, or like how no one would
Mm-hmm.
understand Thanos and how everyone would say he was crazy or something like that.
Yeah, he is crazy,
Yeah, indeed.
but in a good way.
So and then there was like Doctor Strange who said like, but like he said like I think he said like we don't agree with your ideals, and then Thanos was like we like, and then they all started attacking him.
Yes, it was great. But wait, especially the where he's just fighting Doctor Strange and then he does the arm thing, like the Naruto copy thing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Like that was really well executed. Well, not executed, but it was really well done.
yeah. You could say it. So yeah,
He
actually,
just like.
seeing
Mhm.
seeing Quill, Stark, Peter, and Doctor Strange fighting together was actually pretty nice. Like they all
Mhm.
worked together pretty well.
it's it was just an amazing scene. It's great.
Yes.
Amazing fight, but then fucking then Star Lord decides to just fuck everything up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
But
it
I
was
can understand him. I mean, I
uh-huh.
can get behind why he did that. Like, but he decided to fuck everything up, and it was probably not preventable in any timeline.
Mm-hmm. Now what?
Yeah, and after that, I think
What?
Thanos like bet the shit out of them, and then I
Yeah.
think
Remember he stabbed Tony. I at that time I just like I gasped at the theater. I'm just like,
dude, I was like, I really thought Tony was about to die, and I was about to cry.
mm-hmm.
Like he already sat there and spit like, and the blood already spilled from his lip, like from his mouth. Like I thought he was gonna die any second now.
Strange. She's like, I'll give you the time stone if you want to spare him.
Yeah, that
And,
was like pretty
Thanos.
surprising, but he probably did it for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Like because he probably did it because it's in the timeline where they win, probably.
Yeah, yeah. And
And
what
yeah,
else? What else? What else?
then I think Thanos got the time stone and he like got away. Like I think Nebula was about to attack him from behind and then he disappeared. Or was it Star Lord?
Local man child ruins everything. Trillions dead.
Local music lover ruins everything. Half of the universe dead.
Mm-hmm. What else? And then he goes to Wakanda,
Yeah. Ugh. It was like,
and
ugh.
they break no the slow mo scene when he's just walking and the different heroes are trying to
Yeah,
stop him.
yeah.
And Captain America with the
Yeah.
he grabs like the gauntlet just like in the trailer, just like in the trailer, like I don't know
Yeah.
why, but it was more intense here in the movie
You mean it was more
because you actually get to
intense
see
in the
more of the stones.
you mean it was more intense in the trailer than in the movie?
Nah, nah, it was real intense in the movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like because you saw why he did that. Like because Wanda was about to destroy
Hmm.
like Vision's Mind Stone.
Yeah, Wanda over there is just slow mo, and then she actually does it.
Yeah.
But then
then then
he goes Killer Queen, dies to the Bakuran, bites a dusto.
yeah, it was pretty predictable to be honest. Like because he got the Time Stone.
Pretty predictable, I must say.
Yes.
Then he just shatters open, Vision's head and everything. He finally puts the final stone, electrify. Then
Yeah, and then there
fucking
was like Thor who was about like to kill him. and then he
And then he's
and
like,
then
should have aimed for the head.
yes, and then he
Then
disappeared. And then
no, then we just go to his hand. He's gonna do the snap thing.
yeah,
He's just like everything goes, white.
like he disappeared, and then we got like this scene where he like was like some
With
like there
young
was
Gamora.
another scene with water, I think. Yeah, with water where he like walked towards. There was like a child Gamora. Did she say something? Like what did she say? Do you remember
She
perhaps?
said like, did you enjoy it?
Ah yes, yes,
No,
yes.
she's like, did you do it? And like, did you enjoy it?
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
And then we go back to Earth and God, Sebastian, we have to talk about this.
Yes, we have.
You know, he's, do you wanna start?
Yeah, I wanna start. Like like we go back to Wakanda and then fucking fucking wait, who disappeared first? Like I think Wanda started to disappear first, or who disappeared
Yeah,
first?
and then Bucky, he was running to, he was running to Steve, and then he just disappeared into the air.
Yes, and like Steve,
Then Vision,
and like
T'Challa.
yeah, like when T'Challa disappeared, like
Oh, I know.
yeah, uh, but
And
when
then
Bucky disappeared,
Coco.
it was like a you saw like how a Cap like walked towards there to the leaves and like looked at them,
Uh-huh.
like he just saw him for about 1 hour or so, and they have to part again.
Yeah, I know. And then Okoye is the royal guard of like T'Challa.
Yeah,
The look on her face, she gave a great performance. Like you could really feel the emotion.
yeah, yeah. You really can like when T'Challa disappeared.
hmm and then War Machine is looking for Sam. Sam disappears.
Yeah,
People are disappearing all over the place.
yeah,
And then
and Groot
then we
disappears
go.
too.
Yes, I am Groot.
I think yeah, that was on the other planet where Drax disappeared.
And then we go to Titan. Then we go to Titan, dude.
I don't wanna do it.
I'll do it.
Yeah, you can start.
Drax disappears, then Mantis, then Thor, where he's like, oh man. And then Doctor Strange, he's like, there was no other way.
Yeah, that
And
was
then,
no,
come on,
like
come on.
like when Peter Parker started to disappear, man. Like
He's like, I don't feel well.
yeah, like dude, like he said
And
he
then
was like he was like in
Mhm.
Tony's arms, and like he said like I don't want to die yet.
he's like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. Please, Mr. Stark. I'm sorry. Then he disappears.
Yeah,
Like Tom Holland gave such a great performance. Like I was actually that was the part where I just fucking cried. Like
yeah,
props to Tom Holland, dude.
dude, definitely props. That was great performance.
hmm And then the one thing is that Infinity War is like the characters you expected to die live, and the characters you expected to live die.
Yeah,
It was really unexpected.
yeah, it really was
And
unexpected.
then
Like I thought all of the original Avengers would die because like their contracts ended, but none of them died.
Mm-hmm. You
Like
know, it's just like, dear God.
yeah. Then there was like
And
the scene with after Spidey disappeared, there was like the scene with Stark, like he couldn't comprehend what just happened, and you could feel with him.
yes, he was just holding, you know, his dust-filled hands and everything.
Yeah.
Then we come back again to Wakanda. You know, Cap is just looking at the floor. He's like, my God. Screen faces black. No music except for, you know,
Yeah.
sad piano music. You know, the credits. They're not scrolling or anything. It's just,
No, but before
here's
the
the actor,
credits,
cut
but
back.
uh, but
Hmm.
before the credits, like we saw that scene where Thanos looked at the sun going down, like he said he will.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that was a pretty good aspect of the movie. Like he said what he'll do when he will win. Like he said he'll go out to his balcony and look at the sun going down.
Yeah. And
And
then, yeah,
that was
the
the end of
credits.
that
The
movie.
credits were.
Yeah,
The credits were really
of course, Luis
ominous.
Desposito. And you know what I wanted to say all the time, like when I was in the movie and I saw the credits, these credits, they felt like an eternity to me.
Hmm.
Like it felt the same, like
I know. Yes.
like they were only like 2 minutes or maybe 5 minutes long, but it felt like 20 minutes to me.
I know. You know, and then the end, you know, the end
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like the first credits is the Avengers theme on piano.
yeah. Like when Nick Fury
Um,
appeared in that car.
with Maria Hill, you know, I was as soon as I saw, you know, bald head, I was like, oh yeah, it's him.
Yeah, see, but then they
It's him,
crashed
all right.
against another car, and then they
Yes, because
both
the driver
disappeared
disappeared
too.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's like he's starting to see what's happening. It's like, oh shit, I better get my signal thing. You know, Maria Hill starts to disappear. Hill starts to disappear. And it's like, oh mother, and then he just, you know,
yeah,
he was he was 1 second away from making the film R rated just for that.
yeah,
And then you know we see the screen, you know, sending. Then we see Captain Marvel,
yeah.
you
He
know,
kept
logo in like her colors.
yes.
Then it says Thanos will return.
Whew.
And that's Infinity War.
So, what would you give
Holy
the movie?
shit. Rate the movie?
Yeah, what would you rate it?
You can't just rate this masterpiece. Alright, I'm just gonna say Infinity out of 10.
Well, I see.
What are you gonna rate it?
Oh, I'm gonna rate it. I think I'll. Hmm, it's hard.
Hmm.
I mean, I really
Yeah,
like the
it's really hard.
character. Yeah, it is hard to rate it because like it's so good, but like some things were missing in my opinion. Like yeah, I can't really express it, but I feel like something was missing, so I probably give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, reasonable. You know what we really needed? We needed to see just Hulk smashing,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
the lack
Scar.
the lack of Hulk
No, no,
was
we needed Hulk smashing Black Widow, just like that one GIF. Remember that?
yes, I remember that. I don't want to remember that. And yeah,
Hmm. Really great movie. The Russo brothers were like, did a great job in some scenes, with like the Guardians. They got, the director of Guardians of the Galaxy help when they first get introduced. It's the Guardians before you even see the ship, because just like a song playing, you're like, yep, it's the Guardians.
Yeah, yeah, like when the song played, like when I was in cinema and this song played, I was like, that's the Guardians.
Mm-hmm. And with the scene in Wakanda, they also got help from Bradley Cooper, the director of Black Panther.
Yeah,
So they could get the scenes just like the other movies.
yeah, that's right.
And oh man, it was just. I would love to watch it again, but that would just be torture.
Yes.
I'll just wait until they get it on Blu-ray. They actually already announced it pretty quick
What?
on the 5th of August. We'll be able to torture ourselves over and over again.
On the 5th of August.
The 5th of August comes out.
You mean like
Stuff like that.
Blu-ray? You mean like the Blu-ray
Yeah.
comes out? Ah, yes.
It comes out on August 5th. We'll be able to torture ourselves.
Over and over again. So we both gotta see it again, like together.
Yes. And I'm actually gonna hold on. I'm just gonna Google, can I sue for emotional damage? Hold on. Emotional abuse, is that good?
Yeah, I think that's definitely it.
How to sue for mental abuse? Okay, I'm just gonna get Marvel's Marvel's number. Hold on, me.
We'll go to Marvel headquarters.
All right, the general phone number for Marvel Entertainment is 212-576 and 4000. Hold on, that's just Marvel. No, we need to go to Marvel Studios number. All right, it's different. No, it's the same. Well, are you ready to sue Marvel Studios?
Of course. We'll sue them
Epic.
for emotional damage.
Mm-hmm. People are like, you both love the movie and hate the movie for emotionally hitting you right there.
Yeah. But like that's what also makes the movie so great.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Sebastian.
Hmm?
Important question.
Yeah.
Did anyone leave? When the credits started.
Yeah. Like
God fucking damn it.
yeah, like some people left when the credits started,
Mm-hmm.
and there were like some people standing outside and still looking at the screen.
Yeah.
Like so, some still waited.
What was going through your head when people were leaving?
I thought like those aren't the real MVPs.
Mm-hmm. Those weren't the real MCU fans.
Like
Fucking normies.
like like you always if you watch a Marvel movie, you will always have to watch the post credits.
Mm-hmm.
But imagine if they did like a post credit scene of like Spider-Man Homecoming.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god. It's just Thanos.
Yeah, like a scene of like the scene with Spider-Man, like the post-credit scene of Spider-Man Homecoming, but with Thanos.
With
Like,
Captain America. Yeah,
dude,
with Thanos.
dude, like I said, like you asked me if I like curse Marvel, like when I watched the movie. You said like that you curse Marvel, or I think that was Joey. And I said like, yeah, the first thing that
Mhm.
was going through my head was fuck you, Marvel.
I still find the picture of Mark Ruffalo so hilarious. I don't even have context for it. Like, why is he giving middle finger?
Yeah.
He looks
Yes.
so happy while doing it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gotta talk, for myself personally through the heart because I've been with this franchise for Iron Man. All right, it's really, this whole MCU thing was really just an experiment. There was an idea, yeah, there was an idea to bring together a group of American people and all that.
Yes.
It wasn't expected up like this, and I'm really glad it did. I mean, I got to see, this character develop and everything. We've gone through some ups and downs. The downs being Iron Man 2 and Thor: The Dark World.
Yes. I'm glad I didn't have to watch Thor: The Dark World because you like explained it to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, it's like not really a good movie, but yeah, ups and downs. And the MCU as a whole, it's just like it's gonna go down in movie. When I have kids, then and I'm gonna show them. Hopefully, Marvel is still relevant in those years. They're gonna be like, hey, have you heard of these superheroes? And I'm just like, let me tell you a story of something of you know 2008. Hold on, when was Iron Man released?
2008, I think it was.
April 30th. So in 2 days, it's gonna be 10 years. Let me tell you your story. Let me tell you a story of something that happened April 30th, 2008. Something beautiful.
Like, but yeah, it's like to say you grew up with them alongside them, and they also grew up.
Mm-hmm. They did. You know, it's gonna be. Let me just say, no one is gonna be able to be recasted as Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is perfect.
Yeah, I think so too.
Matt Damon, even Matt Damon, he was on Iron Man. He's like, I cannot take this role. Robert Downey Jr. is perfect for it. I think there's no one else who can play him.
Yeah, like I think the same too for like Captain America and Thor and Hulk. Like no one else can play them except Mark Ruffalo, Hemsworth, and even Evans.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
they just
we're gonna have,
they just grew on me.
yeah, they're probably gonna do a thing, like the comics. They're gonna, in the comics, Bucky becomes Captain America and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
I
probably gonna do
think
something like
I
that.
think after Avengers 2, they'll kind of reboot the franchise to say so.
I mean, they've got for Phase 4, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and all that.
And Spider-Man: Homecoming too. Like
And
like I thought,
yeah.
like I saw before and in some like on some Twitter, this like in some Twitter replies, I saw like that someone said that Spidey's going to die, and I wouldn't believe it at first because like why would they do Spider-Man: Homecoming 2 if Spider-Man dies and like Dude, I couldn't believe it, man.
Oh my god. I know, you know, if it's anything like the comics, I'm not gonna say it because it's probably what's gonna happen. You know, Thanos demands your silence.
Yeah, Thanos demands your silence, dude. Even though this is
Mm-hmm.
a discussion with spoilers.
Hey, we put spoilers. You know,
Yeah, I put spoilers in the title. So yeah,
so you can't blame us if you're watching this. If you're watching this, you haven't watched the movie. You're a fucking idiot.
yes. So yeah, that was
If,
it, right?
if it were a great movie, amazing movie, really blows expectations. It's so action packed that it might even turn you into dust.
Yeah,
And I saw you lactate. Oh man, it's gonna hit him. It's gonna hit him today. He's gonna finally realize what that tweet meant.
which tweet? The one with the
When Etika, he's like, it was so epic, action packed, I almost turned into dust.
Oh yes.
Did you get it once you finished the movie? Were you like, oh, that's what he meant, fucking cunt?
Yeah, I got it. Like I have the tweet up here,
But
and he said like, if you're seeing Infinity War today, enjoy. Movie was so action packed that it reduced me to dust. And no, I am like, fuck you, Etika.
fuck you, Iceman Etika.
Man, oh man.
Back to Minecraft.
Back to Minecraft and agronomy.
But again, Infinity War, great movie. I got a poster for being there in the line early, so at least I got something out of the torture.
Yeah, that's actually nice. Like, I
And
don't
like,
think they like.
you know, mhm.
I don't think they like give away posters here. Like I don't know, but I think they didn't give away posters here. But there was like this advertisement for like the Deadpool 2 movie, and he said like, now get the extra cool 2D glasses, and you can like get those 2D glasses at my local cinema.
Speaking of Deadpool 2, we really need that movie after to some comic relief.
Yeah, I think Deadpool 2 is gonna be great too.
And then, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Captain Marvel.
Can't wait to watch those. And Marvel's at the top of the game.
Yeah.
Like a lot of studios are trying to do whole cinematic universe with Tom Cruise in the movie. They're trying to do like in Universal classic monster movies.
Yeah.
They're trying to connect it all together. So I'm guessing next time they're either going to do Frankenstein or the Wolfman, the Invisible Man, all that. They're going to be like connected and stuff like that.
Yeah, they probably will.
And the Mummy, it was average, and I hope they do pull off a great cinematic universe like Marvel. I mean, good as Marvel, but that one that's also as memorable.
Yeah, I mean like one copy of the MCU was like the DCEU, or what is this called? And like no, just
DCEU.
Yeah, DCU, I think.
I mean, it's not a copy because it's not well done.
Yeah, it's not an exact copy. It's a corrupted copy.
It's a bootleg. Come on.
Yeah. Like
they were trying, to catch up to Marvel, but just doing, Justice League. We're not going to explain these characters, just Justice League. Here you go. we're gonna do the characters later.
Yeah, I saw like the
And we're just trying to.
yeah, I saw like the I hate everything video on it, and he said like that there was like another movie that was like a literal Guardians of the Galaxy bootleg, but it was still better than
Guardians.
Justice League. Yeah, Guardians.
Guardians. I just watched the video this morning.
Ah, yes, yeah, that was a great video. Like, but I didn't watch the last
Mm-hmm.
part with Logan because I still want to watch that movie.
With Logan,
Yeah,
we do need to watch Logan. It's a good movie. You know, before Infinity War, I used to think it was the best superhero movie. Now it's the second best superhero movie.
all right.
Mm-hmm. Infinity War, great movie. You know, the team that did it actually, you know, it's obvious that they put a lot of passion into this
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
to
Like
make it.
also the
Mhm.
actors put also a lot of passion into
Yes,
it. Like you can see it from them.
into their characters.
Yes.
Hmm. You know, I thought they've been in this role for like so many years, and now they're like passing the torch to like the new actors, Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like the next Avengers. And actually, Iron Man in the comics is it's like a whole Bucky scenario as well. I actually haven't read the newer comics, but Tony Stark is no longer Iron Man.
Yeah, I think I saw that. I like when I went to the bookstore the other day, I saw like a new Iron Man or something like that, and it was like someone else
Was
than
in
Tony Stark.
was it an African American chick?
I think so.
Yeah, that's her.
Yeah,
They're probably gonna do something like that. I don't mind. You do still need these characters to the MCU.
yeah. I mean, it's still it's. I mean, of course, it breathes fresh air into like we don't always get to see the old same characters again. Even if I love to see them, but
Hmm.
it's still a fresh breath of new air.
Yeah, we could see them as cameos.
Yeah,
People
that
who've
would be a
been
nice
since the big.
conclusion.
Hmm. I think that concludes this Infinity War. This
Yeah, I think
it
so.
was, it was absolutely great. Talking with you about this. When you messaged me, I was expecting a message like Brian, what the fuck did I just watch? I was actually at the mall. I was at an arcade. I hear my phone buzz. I'm just like, that's gotta be Sebastian. It's like five something. The movie is over. Check my phone. You're like, we gotta get on VC as soon as we get home. I have so much to talk about that's too much to write.
Yeah,
Like, hell yeah, you
and like
watched it.
when I was like getting out of cinema and walking through town, I was like thinking about the movie, and I almost bumped into a bunch of people. Like, call me emotional, but
Hmm.
still.
Actually, before we uh,
Yeah,
kill this, it's movie are supposed to be quiet, so we can listen to it. But I like when people react to stuff just like in shock or like, oh my god, that was fucking amazing,
yeah, yeah,
when people were gasping or like saying no, then when the Spider-Man scene came and was like, no, please, why are you doing this?
yeah,
When he said please, I don't want to go, everyone was like, oh
yeah. I can totally
yeah,
understand that.
everyone dead silence.
Yes,
Wait,
I mean, like I can
it was
understand like
mhm.
these reactions, like at this. like the whole crowd is like reacting to something, that's kind of satisfying. But like when it's only popcorn crunching, that's kind of annoying.
Yes, I totally get you. Also, yesterday it's been
Yeah.
2013, 2014, 2015, 16, 17, 18. It's been exactly 6 years since Avengers came out.
Yeah.
April 27th, 2012. Maybe that's why they changed maybe that's why they changed the date. So it'll be exactly, 6 years after it came out.
Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. did a great job.
Uh-huh.
Like you
He will
remember,
always be.
he like said on Twitter like, "Hey,
Oh,
can you
yeah.
change the release date?"
Uh-huh.
And the
And him for
Marvel
you, Mr. Stark.
and the Marvel Studio were like, "Yes, only for you, Mr. Stark."
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. What the? Why does Iron Man 2 have a 7 out of 10 rating in IMDb? IMDb, what the hell? That's disappointing. But yes, absolutely crazy movie, great movie. I feel like we're just, you know, I feel like we're just dragging this along to talk more about MCU.
Yeah, yeah. I think we're gonna stop here, right?
Yeah, make sure to upload it and just, you're gonna upload the video, right?
Yeah, I mean it's getting uploaded automatically.
All right, epic. Well, for those watching this, you know,
If there's someone
hopefully
watching
you
this,
enjoyed a little. If someone's watching this, hopefully you enjoy this video discussion. I don't fucking know. We're just a bunch of Marvel nerds talking about a movie we enjoyed. I actually got Sebastian into the MCU. We did a whole marathon. He loved it.
yeah, I did.
Mhm. I'm happy. I'm happy he did. Happy he got into this franchise just like I did. He absolutely loves it. All right.